Hey guys, it's Joshy here, and I am here to show you how to get Pikachu and Eevee in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now before I get into it, I have had people ask me about these, mostly about the Eevee, but I'm going to get into it. So I'm going to start with just showing you guys, because I'm not going to go into it too much, in this area with Pikachu. So Pikachu can actually be found in the wild area in two different places. So first off is the Stony Wilderness. All along this area it can be found. There's actually kind of three sections to the Stony Wilderness, and Pikachu can be found in all three. Now in all three areas it does need to be a thunderstorm to find Pikachu, and they are in the overworld, not in the grass, and they are 5% chance, except in Sword you can find it 10% of the time in area number 3. So that'll just be walking around. Now, if it is raining, as it is now, it can be found in the grass at a 10% chance. So they are the patches of grass which shake with the exclamation mark that you can't see the Pokemon until you go into. So that's what you can do. Now, if you want to do that, that's fine, but I'm going to show you how to get it along the playthrough. Now, the thing with Pikachu and Eevee, Pikachu is much more predominant to show up during Pokemon Sword, while Eevee is during Pokemon Shield. And this happens, both of them, in Route 4. Now, in Route 4, it's pretty simple because they're both overworld Pokemon. You will see them move around. I'm already here. And so it's just straight down this way. And I will, as I said, I'm working on both Eevee and Pikachu. Eevee can only be found in here. So generally, we're just making sure we want to do a quick loop. Now, in overworld, it's pretty easy because you can see the Pokemon except for the Yamper I ran into. So let me go around until I can show you both Pikachu and Eevee. So here we go. That was Pikachu pretty easy. As I said, now this is Sword I'm playing in, so Pikachu has a high rate. What this means is Pikachu will show up in the overworld 5% of the time in Pokemon Sword, while only 1% of the time in Pokemon Shield along this route. Now this is reversed for Eevee. I also neglected to say earlier, I'm not going to bother catching this guy right now because I've already got a few, but Pikachu, as I showed you earlier, can be found in the wild area, while Eevee cannot. Eevee is specific, and I mean significantly specific to Route 4 only in both games. So let me run around till I can get you an Eevee, but as I said, this is Sword, so it is only a 1% chance to find. And here we go, guys. I have finally found one. I need it to follow me as far this way as possible, so it doesn't disappear. I don't think it will. Come on. Because this is a bloody 1% Pokemon, and that is a pain to get. Okay, I'm hoping he's close enough now he won't run. I don't think he will, but I didn't want to. There we go! And our Eevee. So this 1% is a bit harder. So in Pokemon Sword, it is a bit of a pest. Now, this is actually my first Eevee I will be catching, because I haven't got around to doing it the easier way yet, which I'll show you straight after this. But there, in my opinion, there is a much easier way to catch, well, acquire Eevee in your Pokédex, and that would be actually catching one of its evolved forms and then breeding it. Now, you know, you might be like, really? Catching an evolved form of Eevee? Well, they're actually all available. They're actually only dependent on the weather. So it might be a while if you want to only catch every single one to fill up your Pokédex, but you can easily catch one and a Ditto and breed it all. Also, if you don't know where to get a Ditto, it is exactly where I'm heading now, but there is also a video in my playlist and on my channel of how to get it. So anyway, if you want to catch the Eeveelution and do this the much easier way, you want to actually head to Lake of Outrage. But the best way to do that is fly to Hammerlock Hill, and then we just ride our bike. Now, you do have to be late again because you have to be able to get across the water with your bike, but it is much, much easier than having to sit around and continuously try to get a 1% to show up. I mean, 5% Pikachus show up way more, so if you're playing in Pokemon Shield, then you probably have little to no stress getting one to appear. But playing in Sword especially, you will definitely be getting frustrated. So you can head down there if you... Oh, sorry, no you can't. That is if you're catching something in the grass. But we are not. We're actually finding a guy who's going to be wandering around in a specific area, so I did catch one earlier today, so there may not be one riding around now, which is a problem. I wish I didn't do it because I didn't know I was doing this. But if you ride up here in newer weather, you more often than not will find an evolution right where I am about now, just walking around. I did catch the Sylveon myself earlier, not thinking it through, but this is an easy spot to find an evolution. You can probably find a couple a day, but at least once you get one and a Ditto, well, it's easy game. So anyway guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.